Welcome back on this channel, brothers. While we see Bitcoin is in consolidation, some people getting bullish, I would be very cautious because we still broke down from the symmetrical triangle, and as long as we're not breaking above the symmetrical triangle, I remain bearish, especially if we are watching the DXY. As soon as the DXY getting rejected, I getting again bullish. But while we see Bitcoin in consolidation, we see some altcoins, especially AI coins, outperforming Bitcoin by far, 25%. In the last days, AGX Fed had a pump of over 15%. AI coins will outperform Bitcoin by far in short term and in long term. I show you in this video how to trade AI coins, how to choose the right one, and how to catch the trend. So first of all, the question is why AI coins pump? In general, the big narrative is working always the same. For example, we have the AI narrative, we have the ordinals narrative, we have NFT, and they're changing every several weeks. So for example, in the last days, we had NVIDIA, a big AI technology company pump. What followed the narrative are the small AI coins like AGX, Fed, and so on followed the trend. The same we see with meme coins. For example, if Pepe starts right now pumping, we will see all the shit coins with a smaller market cap starting also to pump. You can go the list down on CoinMarketCap. It always works the same narrative. I hope you understand. If not, write me down below. Teacher Crypto Slavic Sins will explain you in the next video. The end of if they would have pumped this money, they would Bitcoin 30% over 20 years has gained 200 billion market value in one day. That's more than the market cap of Disney, Nike, and Netflix. You have to imagine this. Just to put this in perspective, Bitcoin whole market cap is around 500 billion. So they put a half of Bitcoin market cap into NVIDIA in one single day. So if they would have put this money into Bitcoin, Bitcoin would spike up over 20%. This is how you know how early you into Bitcoin and how much even much earlier you into AI coins. But in order to understand this, we have to dive deeper into NVIDIA, and then we will zoom out and explain you the big perspective. Stay focused. It's only 5 minutes of your lifetime in order to understand the big market perspective and how to trade some AI coins. We have to quickly go back in the history of NVIDIA. In 2022, US chipmaker NVIDIA released the H100. This is a chip. We went from pretty tough year last year to an overnight turnaround. ChatGPT's sudden popularity has triggered an arms race among the world's leading tech companies and startups that are rushing to obtain the H100. So the chip, the innovation which they had back in 2022 when nobody wanted to buy the chip. NVIDIA announced on Wednesday, so this was before the pump on Thursday, that its sales for the 3 months ending in July would be 11 billion, more than 50% ahead of Wall Street's previous estimates, driven by a demand for its AI chips, so for the H100 chips. Now you have to understand, as NVIDIA is the leading company in AI technology, all the projects which are building on AI or which are connected to AI, they inevitably depending on NVIDIA. So the conclusion is, obviously, in case we see NVIDIA has good news and we see the stock price of NVIDIA is pumping, we see some AI coins like AGX pumping in alignment with NVIDIA. Not only AGX, also Fed and some other AI coins. Now you think, but how can I catch this pump? I explain you. I will add by putting this plus AGX into this NVIDIA chart to show you on the time scale where we can catch the pump. So we are right now on the 1 hourly chart and we see NVIDIA outperformed by far AGX. We see NVIDIA pump by 24% and AGX by 9%. However, we have to zoom out in order to understand where we can set our long position in case NVIDIA pumping. Here was the pump. Right after the pump, NVIDIA had only a pump of 1%. But AGX outperformed NVIDIA by over 6%. So after the bullish news of NVIDIA that they will have revenue of over 11 billion, we saw NVIDIA pumping, and with a slightly delay of several hours, we saw AGX and Fed and all the AI coins pumping. So this was the moment. So after the pump of NVIDIA, we could set a long position on some AI coins to make profit. So this could be a strategy in the immediate short term. If we see some news coming out from NVIDIA or some other leading AI technology company in the traditional market has some positive news, we can immediately, with a slightly delay, trade or make a long position on our AI coins. Obviously, if NVIDIA has a very bad news, we see the market dumping, and with slightly delay we can short also AGX, FED or some other altcoins. In the long-term perspective, AI is here to stay. NVIDIA is one of the leading companies in the AI space, and all the companies are depending on them, which are building on AI because they're depending on this H100 chips from NVIDIA. In order to understand the long-term perspective, we have to change to coinmarketcap.com. Then you go a little bit down to category, and then you go all the way down to AI and big data. And here you see the whole crypto market cap of AI in the crypto space is only 5 billion. Again, to put in the perspective, in one day, investors put over 200 billion in market value in one day into NVIDIA. 200 billion. The whole market cap of AI crypto projects is only at 5 billion. The whole crypto AI industry is 40 times less than one leading traditional AI company. You have to imagine how big this is. So this is the time when we can invest in blue chip AI coins, which will make at least 10 till 50 till 100x in the long-term perspective. Now, if you click at AI and big data, you see the list of all the AI projects sorted out by market cap. If we are watching, the leader right now is at the moment at 1 billion market cap, while AGX is only at around 400 million, or FED even at around 200 million. Only to get by market cap of the leader of 1 billion, it's already 5x for Fetch AI, or a 3x for Singularity, and Singularity Net was already several weeks ago by 1 billion market cap. So this, in long-term perspective, are easy gains. In short-term perspective, we can watch the news of NVIDIA, and if NVIDIA has some positive news, we can go straight into AGX or in some other AI crypto projects and can make easy gains. AGX and FET AI you can trade on Bybit. You get even $1,000 free long or short position. Just click the link and choose you want a short or a long position, or if you want to buy on spot. It depends, do you want to trade long term or you want to trade short term. I trading both, but the most of your portfolio, in my opinion, not a financial advice, should be long-term portfolio. Only a small percentage, less than 1% of your whole portfolio should be used for day trading. Not a financial advice, do your own research, but long-term portfolio is much more important than short-term portfolio. Before we had this NVIDIA news, we bought, for example, FED at 22 cents, because at 22 cents is a monthly support line. For this reason, I bought FED, and we made only on this altcoin over 14%. I didn't sold it because I'm putting FED and AGX for my long-term portfolio. AGX, for example, we bought already on 27 January when it was at 25 cents. So it was exactly here. So we made here profits of over 190%. If you want, you can join this Telegram group. We are building a portfolio for the bull market 2024-2025. Please use only the link in the description because there are a lot of fakes. If this video brought valuable information to you, I would appreciate if we reach 200 likes. Yes, we didn't reach 200 likes because this algorithm stopped out our video, bratans, but I would appreciate if we reach today. If you have any questions, write me down below. I kiss you and see you later.